Let's get it. 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 Come on, bifocus. Dang. I would be screaming. And I didn't get the bifocals. Yeah. These might have to do. These might have to do. Yeah, well, I had to sit them. Oh, what's it? Alright. I got a new anyway, man. Follower. And hey. Anyway, I'm doing this self-portrait. I should have got everything together for the video. Oh well. Doing this self-portrait. Oh man, it's 5 o'clock. I don't even think let me see. I'm gonna make sure I'm on all streaming platforms. Make sure I'm on all my streaming platforms. Okay. I don't even know what. My son grabbed my glasses, man, and I took them from him. There you go. These a little bit more better for the weather. You feel? Okay, streaming. I don't know if I want to. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna record. I'm probably go back and record. Alright, we should be. Let me see. Let me check. Man, my computer going scream at me, bro. Man, my computer going scream at me, bro. Scream at me. My computer going scream at me. Bro, you gotta. Oh man, my thing. Oh my God, dead. Put that on charge. We on YouTube too? What's happening? Is it? Let me see. Only one way to find out. Let me see, because I'm learning something at the same time. Got stuff on the hair part of my model. Oh, that's a good video. Man, I just want to see him. If I'm up and running on now. I think I am. Yep. I am. Man, YouTube always find a way to get me to click on something. Check broadcast for going live. No. Just go live. The self-portrait is gonna get made. You feel me? It's a little lag. It's cool. I got some views on my Google Block. Probably go back to that. Did I be showing? Okay. Probably go back to that. I have it. So, did I be showing? Okay. I gotta title it, man. It's a second, y'all. Okay, no drop frame. Man, no, bruh. Um, okay, no drop frames. It didn't even title it, man. Alright, give me a second. Alright, give me a second. Working with GED. Oh, okay. Okay. Can I go now? I still can't go. Why? Oh, I forgot I put something in there. What enough? That's enough. Let's change up each time. That enough? That's enough. Okay. Connect video source. We must change up each time. Oh, oh. Okay, Facebook. I think you change up each time. That's how you do it. Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. The Instagram start up each time. Oh. I think Instagram start up each time too. Oh, feel like I shot my ass. Okay, going live. Let's see. And can I go IG? Can I go IG? I don't think IG gonna let me. Yep. IG ain't gonna let me unmute. Let me see why. I don't know why Instagram won't let me go live. Let me find out. Yep. Okay. Add to. Man, you know I gotta protect my account, man. Alright, this. How you share? How you do it, man? Rails. On create, okay. Live. Okay. Man, I hope it works. Man, it should work, but if it work like this Facebook did. I'm gonna try it again, cause I'm gonna figure out IG. I think IG got a bug. Wow. All right. see. Oh, okay, connected that. Yep. Oh, okay, connected that. I don't see Instagram. I don't see Instagram. Oh, okay, connected that. Oh, let me see. I think Instagram. Oh, oh, okay, connected that. That's hard. Hello. I think I'm back, man. I'm sorry for anybody. I hope I ain't popped nobody's speakers or nothing. I think I'm back, man. I'm sorry for anybody. I hope I ain't popped nobody's speakers or nothing. Jeez, am I? It's crazy, yo. Am I going? Let me see how this live thing working. I think I am going live. Oh, I am going live. Let me get away from the speakers so I can see. Reverb. Crazy. Okay. All right, we back. All right, we back. I had to get the sound check straight. All right, we back. I had to get the sound check straight. I'm trying to do this how. Ooh. Hello, sound test. Ooh, Lord, jeez. Can I record now? Oh Lord, my computer gonna scream at me. Please don't scream at me, computer. I know I'm a bad owner. I know I'm a stress you out sometimes. But computer, don't do me bad, man. I treat you good. Give you some specs. Give you some upgraded hard drives and stuff. I'm trying. I'm streaming on four platforms. Yeah, four platforms. Zoom, TikTok. Um, okay. So, my man at? Hold on, G. Trying something, trying something, trying something. Hold on, I'm going out to
hair strand, and with Alt S you can change the scale of each point of a curve, then duplicate until you have a full set of hair. Control L to lift the
Okay. God dang. Oh no. Think. Dang. Mm. Let me look at two. Got the shortcut key. There we go. Don't forget for long. What is this? Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, put the rotation in it. Yeah. That one needs to be rotated too. How do I grab that one? Okay. That needs to be rotated too. And this had to be rotated too. And they're going to be over here. And then they're going to rotate on the back. And go on over. About right there. Yep. Might have to make the house shorter on the outside. Is it too late to make the house shorter? Oh man, I hope it ain't. Skull, chair, cheek, custom, hair, age. Ooh, ooh, hair. Let me see. I need to see it. Oh, what happened? Oh man. Oh my goodness. What's going on? This shit go crazy. All right. Um, hair. I need to be able to see the hair. It do not need to be hidden. Ooh. Okay. I will probably accept that. With my new extensions, I would probably accept this low hair. I think I would go a little bit lower. Let's take it down a little notch. Because I'm looking in the mirror and I see deer. I remember I got a jail picture look like that. Rough. I can't play the music I want to play. I play my music though.
Sound provides you with restriction-free music.
How do I'm getting ads on my video and I ain't getting paid?
Without having to worry about it.
Hustle when you gotta turn to the fold. Before I learned about business, it was cooking dope. Every real nigga got a story to tell. With this recipe, I could sell water on the wells. Let me tell you what them 223s do to niggas. Let me tell you, it was flipping, turning, burning. So many niggas that I know in the cemetery. I done seen so much human blood and it stink. Sipping double cup and you know it's the pink. We got connects on everything your mind can think. Niggas think they CVS the way they pressing pills. Niggas talk too many pills, done took it last breath. Damn. Yeah, I mean, you can't
Give me to be dicker.
I'm scared to push it. Hey. I can tell you niggas never did time before. Right out the studio, niggas just ready to go. Let out instruments, niggas beating on the door. Gladiator school where you should perfect the flow. I had to use a razor blade to perfect the dope. Yeah, no more runner than you beat your clients at the stove. Real life music, you know, real, so, yeah, you gotta go live in two homes,
Oh. What's happening, everybody? What's happening, everybody? Anybody done tuned in? I see some folks done tuned in. Jazz, what's happening? You feel me? We got some people done tuned in. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's up? Birth niggas like mama. Hold on, what? I know my. Oh, okay. I still got it for the L.O. Now I want to hear that song. Oh, I want to hear that song. I don't want to mess my live up. See, editing while I be editing off live. So I can play all the music I want to. Man, playing in my head. Every time I do art, I ain't got no hair that thing long. Like mama. $3 did it. Yeah. Come on. Shout it low. He connected with the socket. What's up, middleman? And I'm making off a profit. Yeah, got for the L.O. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. 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 Doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. I think my hair go like that some kind of way. Then the plan, get the structure together. I don't even know if my audio working. Test audio. Okay. The plan. Let me make sure my audio playing out of. I think that's the problem. Okay. And it's loud as can be. That's the problem too. It was loud to death on my computer. The volume was like on 100. Volume was on 100, y'all. That's why I was getting that crazy reverb. That's how I was getting that crazy reverb, man. Birth, nigga, like mono. 3 feelings, all I did. Yeah. Out in low. He connected with the socket. You know, man. I'm making all the profit. The verb, man. Vanity, good coat, man. I'm not calm, man. I'm my beard right, too. Maybe I could put the beard in there. I don't know. That's like way too technical. Get the beard in the model. Let's see. Can we get the beard in the model? Trying to get it long. Trying to get it grow. Trying to get it grow. We doing a little song though. It's growing though. You feel me? You hold it on. You know, you can hold the cone. Easy. I think my beard can probably hold the cone too. Oh, my beard can hold the cone. Only my mustache can hold the cone. That's fine. Anyway, back to my drawing board. See, I can't smoke nothing on him. I ain't trying to. Trying to get demonetized. My Instagram don't show everything. What's up? IG. Them. Event log. Oh wow, 30 frames per second. What y'all want to talk about online? In the studio working. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna get monetized. I don't care what anybody, any of these platforms got to say about it. Any of these platforms got to say about it. Okay. Can't let the reverb go.
You gonna invite me to his son's 4th birthday party? I get there, me and this goddamn baby is looking each other eye to eye and shit.
Yeah. Work. I think I got one about right here. Them. Got another one right here. Right around there. And rotate. Rotate that way. And then over here. Right here. Right here. That's this week. That's this one. No, this one. Yeah, that's this one. It's about right there. Get it in place there. Squeeze it right in between the keys. I'm gonna edit it a little bit there. Turn that a little bit there. And a little bit right there. And I'm gonna take that end piece and turn it a little bit right there. It's about the center right there. And take this tail, put it about right there. I'm gonna check my length. Yep, that's about my length right there. About the middle of my back right there. Yep. Oh, Lord jeez. Lord jeez. What about this one there? Oh no. What about this one here? What about this one here? Okay, this one here. color them there. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. What's in tarnation? Okay. At this point, I'm trying to make sure no hair is going through the head. Okay. Control. Man, what is it? Control S, Alt S. Hold on. Okay. Like that. Yeah. I can't rotate it. Ah. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Can't forget about that one. No, bro. Take that back. Get out of edit mode. And go just like that. Go back to edit mode. And take that curve. Oh no. Okay. Get out of that. Jeez. Man, it's like some type of I don't like how this look at all. I mean, like masculine wise, it's kind of crazy. But I'm gonna keep working with it till I'm gonna keep working with it. Keep working with it. If I can't get it within a timely manner, I'll be hiring a character designer. You're gonna put me in the game. Man, I need water. Alright, how my man had done did that thing. Wait, dang, dude, I always have some good stuff on YouTube.
Music is it's like breathing. Simple shit.
materials. Now since my character is 3 heads tall, I'm going to duplicate the heads and use it as a measurement. We're going to block out everything else, and the idea is pretty much the same. I'm going to start with a cube and start adding loop cuts. Move around the edges and vertices until it kind of looks like the objects that we want to make. For the heads, same thing, we're going to start with a cube. You can use your own heads as reference or look it up on Google, but this is how I observe a head. Once again, I'm no anatomy expert, but you could break the hand down in these simple shapes. The palm and the middle finger should roughly be the same length, and you can break your fingers down into 2 segments, so from the knuckle to the first joint, and the first joint to the tip of the finger should be about the same length, and then you can divide the top portion in half. I'm going for 4 fingers because it's chunky. Okay, I'm just going to block out everything else while keeping it simple since it's just a block out. I just want to create something that is readable before going too crazy with the details. This stage is kind of like a 3D equivalent of a sketch. Now for the capping edit, the process is pretty much the same. You don't want to go too crazy with the poly count. You want to keep things simple and readable. The only difference being that he has ears and blockier features, and he looks like a psycho, so we won't be giving him a bean-shaped face. And yeah, I'm just going to repeat whatever I did with the coffee delivery boy, and I'm just going to speedrun this. Alright, now that we're done with the blockouts, I'm going to assign very basic colors to the characters to make sure that they look cohesive. And then I'm going to insert them into the previs and replace the placeholders. And now it's time to refine the coffee delivery boy. Alright, so now I'm going to refine the mesh by first remeshing and then hit shift and brush all over the surface. I'm going to clean up the mesh and sculpt back in some details, duplicate and separate different parts of the helmet for additional details. Now we're going to bevel the edges for the elbow bands, and then we're going to duplicate the faces for the elbow brace. Throw in the mirror modifier, bevel and delete the faces for that little hole thingy. Now for the pockets, extrude this little vertex and then fill in the mesh. Apply solidify modifier, and then do the exact same thing with the copy logo. Now whatever I did with the elbow pads, I'm going to do the same with the knee pads. And then we're going to give the coffee delivery boy some goggles, and then let's refine his shoes. I'm not going for anything too complex. I'm just going to separate the tongue of the shoes and then solidify it and then call it done. Now with the quad remesher add-on, I'm going to automatically retopologize the mesh. At this point, I'm considering whether I should manually retopologize, but I don't want to waste too much time, so I'm going to first fiddle around with the shape keys to see if the character can properly emote without having to manually retopologize. So I know that the character is going to pop out air as he's sized, so I'm only going to create the mouth expressions that are necessary to accomplish that. Oh, and also I want to make sure that he's able to blink. Alright, so it looks like it works, so I'm going to go ahead and waste more time by manually retopologizing anyway. So retopology is not a process that I often do, so I had to refer to this image over here. There's actually a substantial amount of ways to go about face topology, but the common consensus is that they have an eye region, a nose region, a mouth, and a smile region. Basically, you want to provide enough polygons for each group to properly stretch and function. For example, if you know that your character is going to blink, you want to give the eyelids enough loop cuts, that way there's enough edges for your lids to properly stretch. I feel like this is a concept you have to try it out for yourself to really grasp it. Alright, so I'm going to select the shape key layer, and I'm going to move the vertices and faces accordingly, and then realize that I don't have enough polygons, so I'm going to delete the shape keys and apply the subject modifier, then repeat what I just did. Then I'm going to isolate the bottom lip since the lips are too close to one another, wrap brush to sculpt the mouth open, and that's it. You can create as many layers as you want. I wanted to test to see if this really works, so I did a simple step animation. I keyframed some key poses and in-betweens and left the interpolation mode to constant instead of Bezier. If this sounds alien to you, no worries, I will elaborate on day 15. So now let's texture the coffee delivery boy.
Texture!
I'm going to start marking the seams, ideally on where the seams could be on these clothes in real life. Press U to unwrap, and then I'm going to rotate the UV islands until the numbers and the texture is set up right. Now, after selecting the faces and moving them into place, you can use the grab, relax, or pinch brush to move the distorted areas back into place. Then I'm going to select the islands, average, scale, and then I'm going to pack them and turn off rotate. Now, since I'm going to be painting over the skin, I'm just going to use the smart UV projection and then paint white all over the face to see if there are any overlapping islands. Then bit by bit, I'm going to start painting in the blush. I'm going to select the inside of the mouth and then isolate it and then paint in some dark red, some pink for the eyelids, So I just got the Santis library, which is great by the way, and I wanted to give it a try, but I had to create the texture of the jacket from scratch. In this case, I'm using a magic texture node for the fabric texture, and then plug it into the bulk node for some height details. The Santis library has this cool procedural velvet texture that was giving off this cool effect, and after inspecting it, turns out it was using a layer weight node, and I thought it was a good idea, and was like, don't mind if I do. So I'm gonna use that for my own shader, and then mix it with some noise texture and production. So everything else from here is pretty much like a drag and drop from the Santis library, and then tweaking the settings a little bit since, as I mentioned, I just got the library and wanted to play around with the shaders. And I must say it's pretty nice. It pairs up really well with the already existing textures from Polyhaven and Polygon. Also on this day I did a quick Beagle rig test, but I will explain that on day 14. So yeah, that sums up day 6.
That's hard. Oh. Damn, man. Oh, I still got a car. Yeah. Yes. Like no 26 sitting tall on the truck. Gold diggers. We call them gold diggers. Seems like no 20 sitting tall on the truck. You ain't mad, is you? Oh. Yeah. I do got about 12 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9. Got too many up there. Yeah. Well, some out of place. Oh, well. Alright, the next step would probably be color. Let's see how would I color this? Texture properties. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I can clear it like that. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Maybe I can do this. I need to give it a. I don't know, like no dreads. Hmm. Hmm. I gotta get that. I don't wanna get no more plugins. Um. Let's make curve. Hair. in Blender.
Meet Kiana, Shiori, and Carmen. Just a few merchants from around the globe who are special Shopify, a leading
Hello and welcome back. Here is a big part of the character design.
Yes, it is. Big part.
Whole look of the character. But creating hair is not an easy task. There are some artists who develop all their career on just making hair.
Some fine folks
So
out
you
there doing
shouldn't
hair.
feel too bad. If you're struggling while creating or making your journey of creating hair a bit easier for you, I chose to demonstrate 6 most common ways of creating hair in Blender. I'll slowly go through each one of them and try to give you positives and negatives about using one technique over another. Curves in Blender is one of the best ways of making stylized hair. It's very easy to change hair position and it lets you always change
Maybe I
the
need to
hair shape. For creating hair
change the
curves,
shape.
all you have to do is press Shift A to get an add menu and in the curve options choose path. Now press Shift A again and then the curve options choose circle. Now you have to select your path again and in the path curve options scroll down to geometry and in a bevel just select object and select your circle. At this point you can keep playing with the circle shape.
What's up, everybody?
You can scale, you can drag. If you don't want to be bound by curved moving options, you can select one curve side on all the curve sides. And just press V. This way you can choose the changing options. You can even choose screw. This way you will have no bounds on how you can move the handles. But if you have a really difficult shape you want to create, you can always make your own shape by pressing Shift A and then add options on mesh. You can add thing. Now by pressing tab you can go into edit mode. By pressing M you can merge every single vertices at the center and you have only one vertex now. By pressing E, which is shortcut for extrusion, and just keep pressing E, I can extrude any shape I want. Now, when I'm happy with my shape, I have to select the 2 ends and press F to fill in the loop. Now, I press tab to go back into object mode, and in an object, at the convert to, I just choose curve. Now, this way I will be able to use this as a curve. By selecting a tab, I can deselect the last object and select the new one. This way I can create any type of shape which I want. Now, if you don't know how to move your path, it's very easy. You just select your path, press tab to go into edit mode or change it here. And by selecting one or selecting few, by pressing G, you can move them. Few shortcuts you should know by selecting any of them. You can press Alt S and move your mouse to scale it. As well as you can use Ctrl T or twist and spinning your mouse around. You can select view. And now twist it here. Again, Alt S to scale. And just move your hair in a position. You can also press E to extrude. Again, if these ones are too small, hit S, and just turn them bigger. And this is how you control your pen. Particle here. one of the best ways of creating realistic hair in Avalon. It's easy to use, easy to set up, but there's a lot of options which can make you confused. Particle hair is not usable for games, but it's perfect choice for making realistic hair for just a random hand. It's also been used in some of Blender animations.
When you're starting a business, every dollar counts, but leaving yourself vulnerable to legal issues can be a costly mistake. An LLC can protect you and your business and make your company legitimate in the eyes of the government. Here's how to form an LLC online for free. Step 1. Give your LLC a name that's not used by another business in the state and choose an official address. Step 2. Choose a registered agent. This person will receive official notifications and correspondence about your business. If you file your LLC with InkFile, registered agent service
Yeah,
is
whatever.
completely free for the first year. Step 3. Get a copy of your state's.
For creating particle hair, firstly you will need a base.
Alright,
I
I'm
just
trying to do this enough of this
apologize.
night.
The top of my head to get this
Getting late.
type of shape where I can set up my particle hair. So by having my base
I
selected,
just had to
I'll
test
go
it,
into
test
particle
out the market.
options and add a new one.
I had to test out this live system. Maybe I'll see some more next time. I'll drop another video. How long this video been on? No, it ain't been on no 46 minutes. Ain't no way. I ain't 46 minutes passed by that quick. Yeah. It's so clear on now. Ooh, it's so clear. It's in there. Fine specimen. I gotta see how they do this other hair, man.
And then here I can choose hair. Now, most of the guys use easy to set up. Alt S to scale and just move your hair in a position. As well as you can use Ctrl T or twist and spinning your mouse around. You can select view and have twisted hair. Again, Alt S to scale and just move your hair in a position. can also press E to extrude. Okay, if this ones are too small, S, just turn them bigger. And this is how you control your particle here. It's one of the best ways of creating realistic hair in the Blender. It's easy to use, easy to set up, but there's a lot of options which can make you confused. Particle hair is not usable for games, but it's perfect choice for making realistic hair for just a random
See if
hair.
I can just select.
It's also been used in some of
Maybe I can
Blender's
select 2 or 3 of them, so I ain't gotta keep doing.
For creating
all of
particle
these.
hair, firstly you will need a base. So I
Maybe I
just
can select a
apologize
few of them.
the top of my head to get
Be
this
all the
type of shape
same.
where I can set up my particle here.
It didn't do it all.
If I have my base selected, I'll go into particle options and add a new one. And then here I can choose hair. Now, most of the useful choices in this is hair length, random, steps, children. I usually like to use simple
Look like
because simple follows one strand
Puerto Rican or
and
something.
interpolate just tries to fill out the gap between your particles. So as you can see, we now have 1,000 of them. So if I have just 2, interpolate would try to fill up the gap. But if I use the simple one will just follow them. That's why you have a little bit more control by using simple ones. Now, by creating
No,
a
one
simple
thing.
particle, all you have to do is add more if your computer can handle, so you can see how it will look in the render. I usually like to add 4 or 5 steps, depending again for your machine.
I'm going to save it.
A little bit of clamping. You can even use the clamp curve.
I wonder what it look like if
By
I
using a clamp
render
curve,
it out.
I
Let me
would create something similar to a shape like this, which is pretty small. Now, your children follow this radius. So if you want them not to spread so much, you can lower the value. But usually the default value is pretty good, depending on this object scale you're working on. To get a different length in your strand, you will have to use this in the path, giving random.
Let's see, what is it going to do?
I just change it a little bit, not too much,
First
to get a
cat,
different
I'm going to save it on the desktop.
length in the particles. Now, at the bottom, there's a roughness.
And I'm save
And
it
in
off
the
of the date.
you can add just a little bit more variation period here. I don't really go too much over
Yeah, that's
these
fine.
options. I add only a little bit of them.
18.
You can even change the size if you want. This way I get more iterations, more differences in the hair. As well as I can add a thing in fact. I usually use one of them and just have amp it very lowly as well as frequency. This way they will have a bit more variation, but it will not break the whole hair shape. And now I can start setting up my hair. I usually only care about the length, and I don't care about the numbers because I'm going to add them on my own. What I do now is select having my base still selected and go into menu where I can start particle.
Okay. Oh, Lord. See how this ended? Come, I made a file. Did the hair render too? Oh, the hair render too. Oh, is that the eyeballs on top of the head? I don't know why the eyeball did that. Let me see if I can show y'all. Show y'all what it rendered. So let's show y'all what it rendered. This what rendered. It load up. Dang. Why it didn't load up? That's crazy why it won't load up. I just gotta take my word for it. Maybe I can show y'all on here. Everybody wanna get too high like me. Okay, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Ooh, my shit. I wanna hit it one song. One song. Here you go. No. Okay.
Switch to Chrome to securely store your passwords, so you can sign in with just a click.
What the heck going on?
Faster, safer, yours. Get Chrome for Windows.
Bird, light Mona. I don't know how to make a show. Maybe I can turn the camera. Y'all can see. Y'all can see how it turned out. When I rented it out, it didn't get everything. Eyes out of place. It's pretty cool though. For now, didn't get no textures. Just skin. One like that. get off here. Peace out. Boy. And my self-portrait. Peace out, man. Getting tired. Go home.